Something I was thinking about when you were talking was something that I worry about. I worry about these generations now being able to think deeply.
Hmm.
And when we're not able to think deeply, we're not able to really problem solve and understand something
Hmm.
really at its source.
Hmm. Yes, yes.
If you ask a lot of young people, like elementary school children, what do you want to be when you grow up? A lot of them say, I want to be a YouTube star. And they don't think about people on YouTube that are incredibly successful have, I think the ones that are very successful have creative inertia behind them. They have thought about something that's innovative and different to present to an audience,
Yes,
a specific audience. So they
yes.
have done all this work ahead of time to get that
Hmm.
content to be juicy, like to be
Yeah,
attractive and to retain their audience,
yes.
the interest of the audience. So few of them, I think, are successful. And we know that we hear the numbers. Well, if you research it, you hear the numbers of how many of them are successful and how many of them are just wasting their time. They're not going to
Hmm.
make a
Hmm.
business of it.
Yeah,
So, if young people want to innovate and have the ability to go places where the Lord has them dreaming about, they just need to be able to think deeply.
yes. I agree. I agree. And think outside of the box, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, and I will say, like, one of the things I like with impromptu, right? Impromptu, a huge skill is you only have 2 minutes to prepare a 5 minute speech, right?
Right.
And you can't take any notes up there or anything like that. But to be a good impromptu speaker,
Hmm.
you have to think creatively about the topic. So, I always use the example of, a very simple example of like if your topic is green, right?
Uh-huh.
So, somebody might talk about, oh, green is my favorite color, and we can see green in nature and, all this kind of stuff, right? Um, or somebody might talk about green with envy or what have you. But
Hmm.
maybe someone says, green is about money and, that green could be the color of greed because that's the color of cash, or just, some different way, of looking at the topic and, giving a speech about it that way.
Right. Yeah, that's great. Impromptu was one of my favorite things at Toastmasters because you
Oh,
can
was it? Yeah.
take it wherever you want. So, and
Yes. Yes.
super fun. Um,
Yeah.
do you
I
think
will
that
say this too.
yeah.
I know I'm going off on a tangent,
No,
but
it's
we were
okay.
just
It's
talking
good.
about YouTube. So interesting about our current young generation is that they do not know idioms. And I think that part of that is maybe because they've sort of developed their own, language and slang that's so common that they don't rely on using idioms. But it is very entertaining when uh, we have idioms as a topic for impromptu because you never know what the kids are going to say, like some of them will just take it literally, and so I tell my students all the time, I'm like, know your idioms, look up, understand, what the idiomatic expressions are, and stuff like that. So that's just been an interesting observation over the last few years that it's
Kind of
like,
like they can't read cursive.
yeah.
What else have we learned?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
uh-huh.